Okay, what's up guys? Today we're taking a look at the Studio Series 86 movie Transformers Blurr. I think I said that right, whatever. It's the Studio Series Blurr, we're taking a look at him. Here he is in car mode. The car mode looks very sleek, or futuristic hovercraft mode, whatever he is. I think it looks good. This looks pretty cool, it's very sleek. I like the paint, we got the blue right there. Got the little wind vane thing, whatever that is. Got the little passenger seat right there. That's pretty cool. He comes with this white gun. He comes with the little spark thing. We'll get more into this into robot mode. But to showcase those off, they do tab into vehicle mode. It goes by the side like this. And the gun tabs in here. And that tabs into there. And there he is holding his weapons in the car mode, which, okay, whatever. Taking the gun off and just doing this one. That looks a little better. I do wish that they had went ahead and left some 5mm ports to put on somewhere in the car mode. That would have been better, in my opinion. Just nothing. So, but okay. I'm going to compare his Titan's Return counterpart more into robot mode, but there you go. It doesn't roll or anything because it's a hovercraft. There's no wheels on the bottom. So in case you're wondering about that, it does not roll. But it's not supposed to roll. It's supposed to be a hovercraft. He's supposed to be like, and then go. So there you go. That was the mentality there, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him transformed. We'll talk about him there. Alright, so to transform him, first thing you want to do is put the little seat down. You want to put this, and that just folds down like that. Then you want to come over here and untab these. And that's a first. So, wow, okay. I totally did that. That's my bad. Yeah. Wow. Did not see that one coming. Okay. So, you want to untab these carefully and not pop off the wrist. This will open up to expose the wrist. So, there you go. Then that will get like this, and you kind of want to do that. And let's see if I can do this one a little bit more gently. Okay, that was much better. There we go. All right. There we go. Expose the hand that way. Okay, now the feet are actually kind of interesting. They tab into the bottom down here. Like that. That little tab goes into that little slot. I don't know if you can see that. I'll get more into that here in a second. Let me get these opened. There we go. And open that one. Okay. And you see this little tab goes into that slot right there. So that's how that works. Let's get his arms out of the way. Like that. Let's bring around this. Unfold the knees. Okay. Then you can take this section and go ahead and get that out of your way. Then what you want to do is lower these so that that blue part will come around and tab into there. And tab into that little slot, tabs into that tab there. Okay, now I want to talk about this real quick. This little chest piece. If you watch the Bobby Skullface review, his chest piece was like flopping all around and just not staying in place. Mine's actually very tight. So I think that was just a quality control issue with him. See, mine's good. So it is a quality control issue. Just, you know, watch his review. Something to keep in mind, something to look out for. I don't have that issue on mine. So that might have been just an unlucky draw on his part. Okay, so this turns around like that. And like I said, it stays into place on mine, so I'm good. All right, then your arms come back up here. Tab in this way. And then rotate around like this. And rotate the bicep. Not like that. That's the one I popped off, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one I popped off. That's why it doesn't make any sense. Okay, rotate the wrists and then fold it up like this. All right, so this one, and bring that down to about here. Sorry. Okay, so rotate your arm, bring the wrist down about like here, spin the wrist 180, and fold it up on the forearm. And then get all your arms fully aligned and everything. All right. So on the legs down here, going to split those apart. Going to fold this up like so. Going to bring in this, tab it in, bring the foot like that. Same thing on the other side. Bring the foot like that. Okay, and then the back will collapse down like this. I think I'm doing that right. There it goes. It'll kind of snap into place through friction, and that'll kind of close up that back. He's got a little bit of a backpack, but, you know, we can give him a pass on that. All right, so there he is in the robot mode. Pretty decent looking. This little accessory goes over the hand like that, and, you know, his little thing where he's like, secure the fitting, sure thing, I wouldn't have it done any other way, blah, blah, blah. That's where that comes from. And then on the gun over here, he holds that just fine. Plug that in there. And there you go. Articulation-wise, we've got a universal on the shoulder. We've got a bicep swivel. Not really a wrist swivel, because this little thing tabs in there, and that kind of keeps the wrist from swiveling, so you have to move that to get your wrist swivel. It's more for the transformation, not for articulation. Bit of a bummer, but oh well. We have the waist swivel, which can do 180 if you move this out of the way. Just letting you know. Legs, pretty good. We got a good range of motion there. We got 90 at the knee, and we've got a pretty decent ankle rocker. So, and also an upper thigh swivel on the universal. So there you go. The head, I believe that's a ball joint, but it's a little limited. But you can look down just slightly, not really much up, and we get the left and right. So the left and right is mostly what you get with the head. All right, so one gripe that I do have is these don't really stay tabbed in. They just they flop a little bit. That's really my only complaint. If we take a look at the headstock, let's see if I can get you in on the headstock. Give me a second. You see that well, it's a bit dark, but that chin is a bit long. I mean, there you go. Chin's a bit long. I've seen a guy on Facebook who shaved up the chin, and it did make it look a lot better. So you might do that. All right, so I showed off his little diorama here in the thumbnail. He's got the Autobot City diorama. There you go. Pretty cool. All right, so size comparisons, and we'll get into the Titans Return Blurr thing. We got Earthrise Optimus. So he's about there on Earthrise Optimus. Pretty decent size. And then we're going to bring out, I don't have the Titans Return Blurr, but I do have its mold mate Brainstorm. So, as you saw in the transformation, a lot of the transformation elements are very similar. As far as which one is better, I think the Titans Return Blurr is a bit sleeker, but I don't like that they made him a headmaster, and you're also lacking the ankle rocker. I do think this one's a bit more streamlined in how it's designed, but I'm perfectly happy with this guy. This guy is really cool. I like him. He's really neat. He's not a headmaster. He's very Blurr. It's cool. Like I said, the forearms are definitely better on the Titans Return Blurr. They lock in better. They compress better. It's definitely better on the Titans Return. This one, he's got the forearm chunkiness. And like I said, you know, it doesn't really bother me. It's just that. That's the only thing that bothers me on it. Other than that, I like this guy a lot. I don't regret the purchase. It's cool and I'm happy with it. So, okay. I think that covers all the bases. Yeah. All right. So that was Studio Series Blurr. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.